Alright, we're going to pull this flywheel large bolt that will run in there. Regular thread. And just lift that flywheel right off of there. Then you've got the flywheel, you've got the one-way bearing here for the starter. This bearing will only allow it to turn one way. And then you've got this idler gear here. These were a set coming off of the starter there. Now we'll get ready to split this engine case. Again, a lot of 10mm bolts around the outside. So you just want to try to find all of those. Some on the inside that we need to get yet. Here's your engine number here. It's really hard to see when it's in the frame. Two up here, it looks like, kind of on the top of the motor. Right here and right here. And then one on the opposite side of the motor down here. Looks like just 3 on this side. So now I tip it up so we don't have as many pieces falling all over. And then just gradually pull it apart like that. And you'll hear some pieces fall, probably just washers. That you'll want to find where those go before you put them back together. You've got your main shaft running all the way through here. That'll just slide right out of there. So there's one engine half there. Here's your other ones. Here are your push rod, the caps. They sit right here, and there's one in the other case. Those will just slide right up in there, and your camshaft runs through right here. Here's a shift rod here. You got your crank balancer here. Obviously your crankshaft. You got your shift drum here that'll pull out. And remember the star that we pulled apart, here's the peg here. Goes on there all the way through there. Now there's a 10mm head bolt that sits on there. I like to put those back together. That way everything's together. Kind of keeping the shift parts here. You got the shift fork. Just lift up on that shaft and pull all 3 shift forks out at the same time. Take the transmission. If you're wanting to keep it together, I try to grab the bottom gear and just kind of wiggle it out together. And see if you can keep it all together. Sometimes you lose a gear. There's your 3 transmission shafts there. Put these back together so I know where they came from. That gear slides on there, and this spacer right in between there. Here's the shaft for this gear here. Now that's the transmission part of it. We got the crank. Just kind of wiggle that back and forth. That will slide out with your balancer. And those 2 parts are still good yet. So there is your other half of your crankcase. Now you want to buy these together. You don't want to just buy one side. I'm not sure you can even just buy one side. But the reason they do that is they machine them together. They just cut them so they fit together perfectly. There's a screen for your oil draining out the bottom. Motor mount there that was still left in there. It's a rubber damper. And there's your other case there. That's it. That's all the pieces.